Stop. Okay, y'all. He's gonna make me laugh. I'm sorry. Let's see if we can make this happen without messing everything up. Stop. Yo, oh, wait.
What
no.
the world was that?
I told you it's on you. Dang it. Okay, don't touch.
Get your hands away from it. I'm going to tell you now.
All right, guys. We've had an eventful week.
Oh, it's been a busy week.
Hello, everybody from Deepsouth Homestead. We're Danny and Wanda, and yeah, my computer's been a little weird, so.
Yeah, it's updated itself. It's become its own new person.
Yeah. It kept asking me for about a year now to upgrade from Windows 10 to Windows 11, and every time I declined. Well, about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, it told me that as of, what is today, the 7th? As of December the 5th, my computer would automatically upgrade to Windows 11 to work with the new whatever system. I forgot about it till 2 days ago.
It got tired of you telling it no. It's like, I'll show you.
I have lost my Pecan Grove email. I can't get back in it. I can't find out how to get into it. It took me 2 days to find my emails because it wiped my little shortcut off. It wiped off Libsyn, PayPal, any of my little shortcuts. All of them were gone. I have had fits with this thing. So,
yeah.
Hello from Boone's Hill, Virginia.
Boone's Mill.
Mill. It does say mill, don't it?
Yeah.
So, y'all beware.
But you know where Boone's Mill is? Where Daniel Boone.
Oh, is that what that's supposed to be?
Yeah, he's from Boonesville. Yeah.
Well, Boonesville.
Which is right outside Boone's Mill.
Okay.
That's right. They'll tell you. That's where Daniel
Probably.
Boone. Oh, Suzanne from the great Fruitland Park up there.
Yeah.
Let me put my glasses on right next to
y'all, my eyes are giving me fits. They've been doing that for the last few hours, and it seems like, I don't know if it's...
Let me have your shirt. No, never mind.
He's trying to clean his glasses. No, I put lotion on my hands, and I have a feeling that's what it was when I...
She's done rubbed her eyes with lotion.
Rubbed my eyes.
Your eyes don't need lubricating.
It messed my eyes up, so I'm
having
having fits.
Your eyes were just not soft enough, I reckon.
No. All right, so we've got a lot of things going on. We've had a lot going on this week. Got a lot of giveaways tonight. And every Saturday night, tonight, and for 2 more Saturday nights, the 14th and the 21st, we will be giving away some things for whatever, just whoever wins. Now, over on Pecan Grove, we gave away a t-shirt this week, and Christy Weinecke, Winnecke, was the winner. If I don't hear from her before, I'll give her through tomorrow night, because I can't get into the Pecan Grove email. And if she sent something to Pecan Grove and I can't get into it, I wouldn't know it. But I put in the video in the description and a pinned comment for her to contact me at deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com. Anybody wanting to tell me anything, you have to go to Deep South email, because I can't get into the Pecan Grove one. So we'll get into a few things in a little bit, but somebody's wanting to know about drone sightings, I think.
I can't really talk about that.
Y'all, I'm drinking some good hot apple cider.
And I ain't got nothing but
cold ice water.
Cold stump water.
It's 47 degrees out right now.
And what is it, 76 in the house?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's comfortable in the house.
It's comfortable,
yeah. Wood heater's going.
Okay, so tonight we have quite a variety of things. Hills Mills asked us to give away some electroculture rods tonight and for the next 2 weeks before Christmas. Of course, we have coffee, and this is the one we're going to be doing tonight.
Panama Dulce. What does dulce mean in Spanish?
Kitchen towels.
I don't mean kitchen towels.
No, don't say nothing. That's my question. Hush.
Oh, is it?
You just give it away. All right.
All right. I don't even know what. See, you should explain things to me before we get on here.
Y'all, on the coffee. What does dulce? No, dul. It is dulce.
Yeah, dulce.
Dulce mean.
Yeah.
What does it mean? I'll see who comes up with it first. He didn't realize that. He's giving away mine. We might as well start with the coffee.
Uh-oh, Texas chopper.
Okay, we'll let Lippy grab it because her internet may pick up somebody different. Hers is the first.
I doubt it.
All right, Lippy should have a winner. And when she tells me who was the first one, because her internet's faster than mine and she sees the first thing that goes up, I won't call.
Miss Lippy says Texas chopper. I told you.
Texas chopper. Okay,
Texas chopper.
All right, I need an email at deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com. Panama Dulce.
Yeah.
That means sweet.
Yeah. Dulce. Sweet. You should have a word with me before we do this stuff. You were watching
a movie. Do you think you
I was watching Joseph, the life of Joseph. She just taunts me with coffee. She knows I love coffee, and I can't drink it. Well, I can drink it. I guess I could. But
I have gotten the Swiss waterpressed, and I can get the waterpressed from this company too. So Texas Chopper, send me an email, and we'll get the coffee out. Okay, so Danny gave away the first thing, so we're...
Yeah, unknowingly I did it, guys. I'm sorry.
Right, don't say nothing.
Do y'all even know what that is?
It says cornmeal, don't it? I mean...
Well, the chat just stopped. That's the reason I figured. I was like...
So we're going to give away some cornmeal. And over on Patreon, another cornmeal is going out tomorrow. I'll choose a winner over there. The towels. I don't know if I got a picture of Carrie's towels. That's the other thing.
Allison said, we only found out about it 30 minutes before you did, Danny.
Yeah, I know. I'm sending them messages. Let me see if I can find... Okay.
That's what happens when nothing gets discussed ahead of time.
He was watching a movie. Tell him about your movie, because I'm going to watch it later.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. In my recommended, I mean, I've been watching a lot of butchering videos, you know, because I like to watch. This is the time of the year where you kill pigs. I've been looking at bacon making videos, sausage making videos, and all this kind of stuff. I mean, my feed is just full of that kind of stuff. And right in the middle of it pops up Joseph, the movie. It's a 3-hour movie. And I used to watch it. I watched it one time probably, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago.
No, you said it was longer than that.
It's been a long time.
Because we've been married 11 years.
Yeah, that's way back yonder. I watched it. And all of a sudden, it just pops up in my feed. I'm like, I told Wanda, I said, look, here's the movie I used to see a long time ago.
Why does it not go?
I turned on to it to see if it was it, and I kind of got engulfed in the middle of it there, so I...
Okay. Yeah, and I'm going to watch it, but now this is the kitchen towels.
Now, can you get that up there and hold it steady enough?
Maybe.
There we go.
It's the Pecan Grove kitchen towels. We're going to give one of these away, too. So y'all stay tuned. We're going to be doing some things. This is Danny's daughter's site, RCF Designs. That's what it looks like when it comes up. It has t-shirts, hold your mug thingy, I mean your, we got t-shirts for Deep South, and we've got Pecan Grove, plus we have...
life-changing event. We're fixing to experience that in the next year.
Yeah, that we have the tumblers. I don't know if she has any more of the coffee cups, but what do y'all think of the coffee cups? I think they're beautiful on both. Well, I can't turn it around that way. It's on both sides. And y'all, I designed my own logo this time. I thought it turned out pretty good, don't y'all?
Mm-hmm. Just in time for Christmas.
Now, I don't know if she has the cups on there or not, because it's kind of hard to send cups and not get them broken.
And not, especially as big as that is. That's a mug. That's not a cup. That's a mug.
That's a mug.
That's a mug.
This is what I like, is big cups like this, especially with this cider. See, somebody must have got some of the tumblers. A lot of people like the cups. Y'all will have to ask her about the cups.
Yeah,
I don't think she has that on her site, but she made these for us, and she sold a few to start with. So I don't know if she decided to keep up with them or not. So y'all have to ask about that. Okay, I have one thing I need to show them.
Okay.
Who knows what this is? I don't know if I can get it back far enough. Fur enough?
Fur enough? Is that a word? Is fur enough a word?
Oh, I gotta quit being country.
Yeah.
All right, so who says what this is?
Wild Turkey says, can I be pre-pardoned for anything I do in the future? I'm asking for a friend. Oh, well, it seems like people in hierarch places have that ability.
A reframe. Okay.
Okay,
card holder, yeah.
It went past so far. Now, right. Boy, it's flying
so
now.
What I'm planning on doing with the card holder, Danny's going to put it up on the wall somewhere here. And you guys, if y'all will send me cards, we will show them on the air between now and Christmas. And I will take a picture like next Saturday night, which probably won't have any on it. But we'll check.
That depends on how many times we go to the post office.
We'll check the post office next Friday. We will see how many we might have, and we'll take a picture of it and show it. Plus, we'll tell, who all sent cards. Or either we'll take and put the cards on it, show the cards and put them on it, and take a picture. Between now and Christmas. So if y'all want to send cards to go on the card holder, I don't know how many are a whole, but I would say probably, close to 100?
I don't know.
30 or 40?
Because I don't know how it works, but I mean...
The cards slide right in here, and you can overlap them. And you make a reef out of it. When you get through, it's a reef of cards. That's what it's for. Okay. So, y'all send them to P.O. Box
462, Wiggins, Mississippi 39573.
I think they're cool. A couple of years ago when we were in the cabin, I put cards on it like that. And so I'm trying to bring back here in the camp some of the things from the cabin. And I will do a video when I get a few things decorated. It won't be crazy, but I'll do show a few things. All right.
A few things here and there. Okay.
Now let me get my stuff back.
All right.
All right. What did we do this week? We done something.
We butchered and cut up meat all week.
Oh, we did, didn't we?
We have cut meat up and cut meat up. Susie Q says, do you need to cover root crops in the deep south for the wintertime? Usually you don't, but if it drops down into the low teens, then you might want to cover up if it gets that cold, which is usually only 1 or 2 days in our winter here.
Right.
Nexit, you and me are probably a lot alike. I don't have many friends, just need only one thumbtack. That's about the way I feel about it. Emerald Water wants to know, do you grow roselle? We don't grow it, but we have the seed.
All right, Christy Weinecke, I will check my emails and make sure I got it. She sent Miss Lippy a message and said that she did send a message. So
okay.
Okay, I got it. I got it right here. Let me flag it. So Carrie will be shipping you a shirt out sometime this week, and you should have it before next weekend. Okay.
Yeah, we did a lot of hog processing this week. We're going to be making some videos in the future about curing the bacon, smoking the bacon, and stuff like that.
Yeah, it is 7-7, y'all. It's not 7-3. There's 2 different addresses.
Oh, that's true.
The P.O. Box is 7-7.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. It used to be 7-3.
Yes.
Now it's 7-7.
Yeah, there's 2 different post office boxes in Wiggins. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
So it is 7-7.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I gave Lippy the 7-7 or 7-3, but it should be 2 7s on the end of our zip code. Yeah, Lippy, change it to 7-7.
Yeah.
I did give her the wrong zip code.
Yeah. The zip code is wrong for Wiggins. Yeah. There used to be 2, but now there's just 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the pork chops were beautiful.
Oh, those pork chops turned out perfect. I mean, we ate a couple of them just to kind of get our little feel of it. And they was really, really good. Now this, I don't know if it'll be this coming week. Probably not this coming week because it's going to rain a lot. But, well, quote unquote, supposed to rain. But we have lard to render. We have sausage to make. We have ground pork. And if I can kill me a deer, we're going to make some deer bacon, which I think that would go over pretty well with a lot of people, is deer bacon, because nobody is making deer bacon. So,
yeah, Wiggins is 39577. Perkinston, where Deepsouth is 39573. That's where the discrepancy comes in. I was used to throwing the Deepsouth address out there and not the post office box. So it is Allison and Monkey Food Garden, and Lippy have it right now. Okay. And Christy, thank you. I'll be sending your address to Carrie.
Luke Crudrig says the color of the meat is totally different than what you see in the store. Yes, what you see in the store, that pork has not been raised properly. Pork that's raised in the right fashion should have dark colored meat, almost just like beef. It's because of the, when I was involved in the agricultural department, gosh, it's been a long time back now.
25 or 30 years
25 or 30 years ago now. Pork was classified as the other white meat. It's because of the food that was fed to the animals that made the pork take on a white texture, a light pink texture. And when you cooked it, it turned really white. It's like chicken, you know. So.
Okay, so one of the things that we're going to be giving away tonight are electroculture rods. And so let me give them this is the question you're going to answer in a minute for them, but what is Hills Mills Homestead known for other than their electroculture? Now, Hills Mills Homestead gave us the electroculture rods to give away. They'll be shipping them out this week to somebody. What is Hills Mills Homestead known for other than electroculture? Now, answer right here, Stacy.
Danny, can you use the electroculture rods in raised beds, or do you have to put them in the ground? Yes, Stacy, you can use them in raised beds. You can use them in pots, any containers, or anything like that. You can use it in anything. It works out perfectly.
Okay, so a lot of people answered. Lippy will give me an answer in a minute.
Everybody's got questions about deer bacon. Deer bacon is not made from the belly of a deer like pork is. I promise you. Once I found this, I was like, I have got to do this. So we will do it together. If I can manage to get a deer, we will do this together. And y'all will see it when I see it. And I will do a taste test and everything. Because to me, once I found it, I thought it was totally fascinating. I'm looking very forward to doing it.
Okay, Lippy said, what was the first one? Has something to do with turkey.
What?
Who won the first thing? Something turkey.
Well,
because the same person can't win twice. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
Who won the first prize? The coffee.
Oh, my mind just went blank.
All right.
Okay. Anyway.
Texas Chopper.
Yeah,
okay.
Texas Chopper won
the coffee.
Yeah.
Okay. Wild Turkey.
Wild Turkey is a winner.
Okay. Y'all, my brain was seeing the same thing.
No. I was fixing to say, no.
All right, so wild turkey, if you will send me an email at deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com, we will be sending your name to Kathy and Mickey over at Hills Mills Homestead, and you will be getting some electroculture rods in the mail in the next week. All right. So they'll be keeping up with that. All right.
Carolyn Moore says she loves deer sausage. I love deer sausage. I mean,
yes, I do
from
too.
this point forward, when we kill a deer, the only meat that we will be keeping as far as slicing or anything like that will strictly be the back straps. The whole rest of the deer will be ground into making ground meat, or if I make this bacon work and it turns out good, it'll all go into bacon.
He's trying to figure it out. Somebody asked how the camp is coming. We are diligently working to get some of the walls done and finished up. We're probably 3/4 of the way with the walls.
No, because we got one whole bedroom and
well,
done.
not counting that one bedroom. We're 3/4 of the way.
We're probably 3/4 on the walls and the rest of the house. Yeah.
And I did 2 boards day before yesterday, and Danny put them over the bar to frame out the top over the bar.
The beam. We have a big beam going across there, and I framed the beam
and
out.
Then I did 2 more today that will go on a wall that I hope y'all will see before Christmas. I'm planning on showing the wall before Christmas. Because he looked at me today, he says, you can't finish that wall today, and I said, nope. 2 boards at a time.
2 boards. When you start doing a 16-foot 1x12, and you gotta.
I do 2 a day.
You have to stain it, and then you have to put 3 coats of clear over it to be able to, and then they got to dry between each coat to get them up. 2 boards. The way she's set up, because we don't have a lot of room to work out of the weather, the way she's set up, 2 boards a day is about all she can hit.
Yeah. So I hope to have, my goal was to finish all the walls except for that spare bedroom before Christmas, but I don't know that I'll make it. But I am planning on getting at least 1 or 2 walls finished before Christmas.
We're hoping so, anyway. Everybody says they love deer sausage. Now, I'm going to experiment this year with some different types of sausage. We're going to try some pineapple sausage. I may try some blueberry sausage.
I'm wanting
to see how it goes, because we have just tons and tons of blueberries. I don't know. I just want to experiment.
All right, Miss Nadia said thank you for praying for her husband. They are home. He suffered a stroke. He has a bacterial infection. A nurse is coming every 12 hours. We serve an awesome God. Thank you, and we will continue.
We will continue to pray for him.
How are the onions looking? Are they questionable? I like Hoss, but was disappointed in the onions.
The ones in the field are still just as yellow as they can be, because we've been having one hard freeze right after another. We're supposed to warm up this week until this coming week until Wednesday night. Then we go back down to cold again. The ones in the high tunnel are showing some signs of some new life wanting to pop out. I'm very hesitant about saying whether they'll actually make an onion this year or not, because of how late we got them in. I was very disappointed, that Hoss and them got them out as late as they did also, because we're used to having ours. We've ordered from Dixondale and different places. Halls. And we've ordered from Hoss. No, we've never ordered onions from Hoss.
Yes, we've had some.
Have we?
Yeah. Several times they've sent us some.
And they've always been early, though.
Yeah, and they always look amazing.
Always looked amazing. It was really, I was shocked. I'm not going to lie. I was shocked this year.
But, I know a lot of things went on. So they had to hunt a different supplier because some of theirs were damaged through that storm. Somebody's asked an Eagle Lover, what wood are you using on the walls? They are beautiful. We are using
it is
pine.
It's white pine, special order. I guess you call it special order because we have to order every board.
Yeah, they don't keep it in stock.
They don't keep it in stock.
It's 1x12s?
Yeah, 1x12 knotty white pine.
And I'm putting a provincial stain on it, and then I'm putting 3 coats of sealer.
Yeah.
And so I've done every board in this house myself. I don't think you've done a board, have you?
Yeah, I stained some of them.
You did do a couple? Okay.
Yeah, I've done some of them.
He did a couple.
I mainly did the cedar logs, because we have logs. We have logs in the house, cedar ones, and I did those. At some point, we'll show different things in here.
Yeah. All right, so let's see.
Hold on. Jan S says, is a 11-inch Vago bed deep enough to grow sweet potatoes in? You can grow sweet potatoes in it, Jan, but it would be better if it was a little deeper, but you're going to have to maybe mound a little dirt up on them. If they try to start pushing up out of the ground, you're going to kind of put some dirt
keep them covered
up around them so the sun doesn't hit them and discolor them.
Let's see. What does the frost and the cold do to the onions? I've always planted after the last frost because I thought they would die of frozen. Now I'm hoping to be planting like you do in the future. That's 3B Homestead.
The frost doesn't hurt onions at all. It takes a very hard freeze. I'm talking about when I say hard freeze, it takes down to like 10 degrees or even lower than that, maybe single digits to hurt onions. It may bite the tips of them back, but it usually doesn't damage them at all.
All right, so I'm trying to see without trying to.
Skane's girl said provincial is what her mom used for the trim in the house that they're in.
All right, let's see. I guess that. Okay, that's it. Debbie Nick says, I just want to say thank you for prayers for my son who had surgeries and had plates put in the ribs and tubes out of the lungs, no longer on life support, but he has a long road ahead. Thank Jesus for his mercy.
Amen. I always like praise reports. I mean, we used to raise Egyptian walking onions here. We actually used to sell them. And Egyptian walking onions, I mean, I've had them go through some of the hardest freezes that we've had. And the thing about it is you plant elephant garlic at exactly the same time you plant your onions. And our elephant garlic that we've got planted, it's already up, I don't know, 6 inches tall, dark green, pretty. I mean, it's just as beautiful as it can be. The onions should be that way, but they're not.
All right, let's see. Will garlic bulbs take a hard freeze?
Yes, garlic can take a pretty hard freeze. It depends on if you got hard neck or soft neck. Your hard neck ones will take a harder freeze than your soft neck ones will.
All right.
Grant T says, anyone else ready for spring? We ain't even had no winter yet. We need
rain.
We need rain. That's what we need. We need several days upon days upon days.
No, don't say that because we don't need, you have said too much. We need some good, slow rain.
No, we need rain to come down and fill our ponds up.
Okay, don't ask for a deluge.
Well, I mean, it's going to happen whether I ask for it or not.
But we do need rain. Danny was looking at the weather earlier and he goes, you got to be kidding me. He said it gets like how far?
I was looking at the radar a while ago. It made it up to the Mississippi Louisiana line and it just quit.
Just stopped.
It just stopped. I mean, it was good steady rain up into where like Bogalusa, and all of a sudden it just like you just cut it off and it just stopped and it went away. And I was like, really? Is this really happening again?
Okay, so on the kitchen towel, I want to send that to Miss Nancy Plank. Miss Nancy, if you're still in here, please send me an email at deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com. Miss Nancy Plank.
Susie Q, how often to fertilize onions and garlic? Susie Q, I fertilize mine every 2 weeks until the bulb gets mature, and once the bulb starts getting mature, I quit fertilizing it.
All right, ABC said they got 2 more Vago beds that came today. Got the smaller squarish ones this time. Danny put them together. No.
I put together one today.
You hadn't got the other one.
No, the other one's still in the box, sitting over here on the floor.
He put it together in the camp.
I put it together inside the floor in the camp because it was so cold outside and miserable. I was like, I'm just going to sit in here and
Yo, I'm going to get a video, and I may do a short. I don't usually do shorts, but I'm going to get a video of him going out the door going choo, 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 choo. He's walking in the center of the Vago bed.
I picked a Vago bed up in the middle and towed it like a little kid used to do their little choo-choo train boxes. I was going out the house with it, just walking along there, you know.
Yeah, I should get him doing that. It was funny. But he was already going out the door and was outside, and I didn't have my camera in my hand. All right, Miss Nancy Plank is the winner of the Pecan Grove towel. All right.
George Gerald says, how long is your deer hunting go for? Our deer hunting here starts in mid-October and goes all the way to mid-February. We have a very, very, very long hunting season here because there are so many deer down here to hunt. Now, we have pretty strict rules on the bucks, but as far as does, as long as you're on private land, you can shoot any doe. You can't shoot a buck that has any horns protruding out of its head. Can't shoot no spikes, no button bucks. The deer antlers have to be wider than the deer's ears are and have to be over 13 inches tall.
I told Danny, I said, if I'm sitting there looking at something, I'm going to go, wait a minute, let me measure how tall these antlers are. I don't have a clue. What if you shoot it and it's less than that? It's 12 instead of 13.
Well, you got to have a good eye. That's all I can say.
You know my eye can't see that stuff. I mean, whoa. All right, Vicky wants to know, would you like some olive and avocado trees?
The olive trees and avocado trees, we've tried raising them here before, Vicky. They just don't do very well in our climate. The freezes get the avocados. If you ain't right there on them and have them in a place where you're very climate controlled, the freeze got every one I've ever tried to grow, so it probably wouldn't be the best. Nadia says, Danny, is it too late to plant elephant garlic? And being my husband and I haven't had time to plant here in southern Florida. No, it's not too late to plant elephant garlic. You go ahead and put it in the ground.
Ronald Hagan says, does your new place have the well and septic been put in?
Yes.
Almost.
The well was put. The
2
well
years ago.
Well, the same person that does the well does the septic. So we had the well put in
almost
2 years ago, and I told him as soon as he got through with the well, we knew where we were going to put the camp at. I told him, I said, just go ahead and stick me a septic in. We had it all inspected and everything, and it was good to go. Texas
Varmint said he got his, or he or she, I won't say, got their roundhouse overalls today. I got to be politically correct. It could be a guy or a woman, but they got the roundhouse today.
Jim Lippy said, break out the antler stretcher.
Jesus says, I need to eyeball 18 inches and no. Yo, I can't. I tell Danny, oh, it's about 6 inches. He goes, that's 1.5 feet.
Yeah,
I mean, my thing is off.
Hers is off bad.
Let's see.
Vicky says she's found avocado trees that will take temperatures down to 15 to 18 degrees.
I would love to have an avocado
tree. We would like to have them, but every one we've ever done froze. Yeah.
If they will go down, we'll try one. I ain't going to say we won't. We'll try anything. George says, I tried your bacon recipe, fried some up today before I smoked the biggest pieces, and it wasn't salty at all. You have a good recipe. Yes. On one of our videos, though, it was saltier than the last ones. It was one of the first videos we did. I think you did, if it calls for a half a cup, you did a cup or something. If it is a little salty, kind of soak it a little bit.
Soak it in some warm water before you cook it for about 5 or 10 minutes, it'll be fine.
Melissa says those overalls are awesome. My husband loves them too.
Art for God says, what do you fertilize your garlic with? I fertilize mine with calcium nitrate one time, and then I'll use like triple 20 from Hoss Tool one time, and then I'll drop back and do some triple 13 one time, you know, every in the 2-week intervals. I just keep swapping it up because onions and garlic both are very heavy nitrogen feeders.
Miss Lippy says, Reed, okay, I'm back. I had to knock a rat out. I hope Buddy's okay.
Lord have mercy.
I'm sorry, Buddy. That was funny. I couldn't help but laugh. Knowing Lippy, there's a literal rat somewhere she had to go knock out. Oh.
Okay. Let me see here. Howard Renee says, when should I all the way around the United States? So in North Carolina, I would probably say mid to the end of March, probably end of March. I would, for you, I'd say the end of March.
Right.
Ronald says, do you store your hog casings in a salt brine? Yes, they last forever in a salt brine. They stay in the freezer in a salt mixture. You just wash them really, really good warm water before you use them.
Okay, so Garden Gal says, can you tell us your Vago Garden Bed discount code? I think it's Deepsouth, but it should be in the description
down below.
If it's not in the one with the live stream, go to our videos at Pecan Grove and look. They've been having a really good sale.
We bought 2.
Yeah, we got 2. Danny's about to fill the high tunnel up. And then I've got 2 more I need outside. And I'm not sure if we'll be ordering a lot more. I've got other places I could put them, though. But, yeah. See if it's not in the description here, look in our videos for the discount code. I'm not really sure. If you click the link, it's automatically ours, but I don't know if I don't know how they've got it worded.
Janet A says, how far apart should the onion plants be set? I usually go around 8 inches in all directions, whether it's sideways, backwards and forwards, whatever. I try to set mine about 8 inches because I really try to push everything that I can push for the space that I'm using.
Okay, they're saying the sound is going in and out. Can you... I don't know that it's on our side. It may be the internet. Can you refresh and see?
It doesn't say anything on our side.
Let me see.
I mean, these aren't moving.
No, but hold on. It says we have an excellent connection.
Yeah, it says we have
That's
an excellent connection on our end down here. So
I'm not sure, but refresh and see if it will fix that.
Person said they just looked in the live and it says it wasn't there.
What?
The code.
Miss Lippy's putting the link. That's a clickable link. I don't know what there is.
Everybody else says it sounds good.
Yeah. Not sure if we have a separate code on Vago. I really don't know. I can't keep up. I've got so many different things going on till I can't remember one code from the other. Everybody gives me different codes. And and let me, while I'm thinking of that.
Hold on. Gail Watkins says, you talk about nutrient availability. How soon before setting out starts should I treat my soil? As soon as you can, Gail. You want to, I mean, if you're using organic stuff, you want to start about 2 or 3 months ahead. But if you're just using granulated products that's, you know, it's just out on the market, then at least a few days.
Most everybody's saying it's fine, and then you got others saying it's buffering bad, going in and out. I'm not sure.
The person said they went in and out and come back, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so on the kitchen towels, let me say this because I forgot a while ago. If you want to order anything, whether it's kitchen towels, t-shirts, I got on a t-shirt, Danny may, but it's under everything there.
Yeah, mine's under my shirt.
Anything from the RCF Designs website, Carrie's offering 20% off through December 13th with the code RCF2024. I think I have that listed somewhere in maybe the video at Pecan Grove today or something. But RCF 2024, if y'all order anything on her site while I'm thinking about it. Next weekend, we're going to be giving away some of Miss Lippy's Bayou Blends. Swamp Mix, Porking Good, Clucking Good, what's the other one? Voodoo Dust. These are some really good blends. They're not overly hot. Basically, none of them are really, really hot. Swamp Mix is probably the slight hot mix. We're going to be giving away those from Miss Lippy's Bayou Blends. She can put up a link to that. And then I also have for maybe the week before Christmas a canning book, plus other things that we think of off and on. We've got more coffee, more electroculture rods, and other surprises along the way. We'll be giving the cornmeal away before we get off tonight, so y'all stay tuned. All right.
Okay. Let's see. How long do you need to fast hogs before butchering? Martina says. Martina, I usually hold the feed from them the day before I butcher them. Make sure they have plenty of water, but hold the feed the day before you butcher them. That way, when you get ready to take them out the next morning, then when you pour a little feed down, they'll come running to it, and they'll stand just as still as they can be for you to make the shot you need to make.
Yeah. Can you share the name of the company that installed your water system? I need a good company.
Oh, it's oh, come on, he's in Lumberton.
Yeah, if she hadn't asked, I could
have told you. Oh my goodness, I know him just as well as I know myself.
Hold on. What is it called? Let me look.
I used to be in the business, and I know so many. Johnny Payrow.
Is it P-E-A-R-R-O-W?
Yeah, P-E-A-R-R-O-W. Johnny Payrow.
If you type in, is it Purvis, Mississippi?
I think he's in Lumberton.
It might be listed Lumberton or Purvis, Mississippi. Johnny Payrow. Well service. Type in well service in that area, you'll find it. He does wells and septic.
They do wells and septic tanks. Well, his son does the septic tanks. He does the wells.
All right, so let me see where we're at.
Oh, let's see here.
Beverly, you will have to take and go out and come back in. Tim said he stayed up past midnight last night potting blackberry cuttings.
Oh, I wonder where they came from.
I know nothing.
That would be right here. Right there. You can blame her, Tim.
Okay, Lippy found the Johnny Payrow well service. So there you go if you were asked a while ago.
Yeah, 796 is a Lumberton number.
Okay.
795 is Popperville.
Okay, Beverly says she closed out YouTube and come back and it's working. They do some weird things here lately on YouTube, and I know some people are saying, Danny was saying in the last day or two that he was trying to comment on our video.
Oh yeah,
it wouldn't even let him comment.
I was Joey from JT West left a comment on my pig butchering video about Winn-Dixie. Said, man, I probably should work at Winn-Dixie and all. I tried several times to leave a comment, and every time YouTube would take my comment away when I tried to. So, guys, lots of times I comment to you all, but YouTube just takes my comments away. I don't even know why. I mean, it's me making the comment.
Okay, so Brenda, there is a link. It's RCF Designs. Miss Lippy's putting it up now.
Night, Randy.
And you can click on there and use RCF 2024. Is that what I said? I had it here somewhere. RCF 2024, and you get 20% off.
Wild Turkey said, I read an article today about the sun. It's magnetic pole. Well, the magnetic pole, I already know the magnetic poles flip on the sun. Matter of fact, it did it here a while back. Will that make ours flip here on Earth? No, it will not make ours flip here on Earth. It will have dire consequences because we're in. Well, I'll tell you what. Wait till the end of the program when I do my tip, and we'll talk about that.
Okay, Ronald wants to know how many feet is our well.
Well, we actually dug 2 wells. We dug one at 160 foot, and then we dug another one at 60 feet. The one at 60 foot is actually performing way better than the one that was dug at 160 foot.
All right, Vicky said, do you want an almond tree?
I've never grown an almond tree, so I don't know how they'll do it.
Would the animals leave them alone?
No, the animal's not going to leave any nut tree alone.
Yo, these squirrels, now I'm going to have to tell on Chris. He went hunting the other night, other afternoon, and he came in about 5:30, and he was gone about an hour and a half, 2 hours, I don't know how long. He hadn't been gone 30, 40 minutes, and I get a message from him on my phone. The cutest little squirrel y'all ever seen. He sat there and watched a squirrel play instead of deer hunting.
Yeah, he was watching the squirrels play while he's waiting for deer.
He was playing with this cute little squirrel here. Let me see if I can get it where it'll come in.
That's what Chris was doing. He was sitting up there looking at squirrels. I told him, I said, there's no telling how many deer walked underneath him while he was sitting there and playing around watching squirrels.
Then he had a rat go by him.
Oh, yeah, he had a big giant rat run by. And a possum.
That's right. He said a possum, too.
Oh.
That was funny.
Okay.
Where are we at?
Well, it's gone by so fast here. Janet A. says, almond trees look just like peach trees with tiny peaches.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I'll give them a try, but I imagine you probably got to have 2 of them to pollinate. I know used to when we had bees here, they would bring the bees and then they would leave and head to California when the almond crops started to pollinate so they could pollinate the almond crops with them.
Ronald said, are you concerned about the plastics in our food? Well, I don't eat.
Ronald, we don't eat food from stores, so plastic doesn't mean anything to us. We don't buy any store-bought food, so.
I buy very little from stores. We've been buying from Azure a few things, and most all that is pretty organic. We don't drink water out of plastic bottles unless it's somewhere, and that's the only thing they have that we can drink. So we try to limit the amount of plastic we put in our system.
Nexit says, I think we have bigger troubles coming before apocalypse comes in 2029. Nexit, I got good news and I got bad news. I got good news is it's probably not coming in 2029. The bad news is it's probably coming several years earlier than that. NASA will not put the truth out there because they don't want everybody to panic. So just a heads up, it's not coming in 2029. It's actually coming earlier than 2029.
Okay, you want to tell them about your skunk ordeal this week?
Oh my goodness.
Him and his skunks.
I went up to my barn and we have 2 chickens that insist on laying their eggs on the ground and not getting up in the chicken nest boxes. And every day I had to get the eggs off the ground. I went in the other morning and the eggs on the ground, there was nothing but holes there. And the first thing I said was, I got a chicken eating eggs already. And I looked and there was a little hole dug underneath the chicken pen going out. I said, oh no. So I walked out and looked and I saw these little round feet print in the soil. And I said, well, I know what that is. That's a skunk. So I set the trap up and I put 2 eggs in the trap, a live trap. And I set it up. The next night, he came and pushed the live trap out of the way, dug back under the pen, which I had been smart enough. I got the eggs before he got there, and he left, and I set the trap back. Well, for 2 or 3 days, he didn't come back. I guess he figured, well, there ain't going to be no eggs here. I ain't coming back.
Danny would leave every morning with his gun,
take my
And he would
gun
go
every
watch
morning.
every morning.
Every morning I'd go up there with my 22 rifle and I'd walk in there easy and look, and there was nothing in there. And then the other morning we had to, it was so cold, and we had to leave and go to town early. And I told Wanda, I said, I'm not going up there. I said, he ain't been there, so I'm not worried about it. So we went on to town while it was freezing cold. Got everything done in town we needed to do. Came back while it was a little bit warmer. It was only like 40, but
it wasn't much warmer.
Wasn't much warmer. But I told her, I said, I'm going to go on up there and feed them animals. So I didn't take my gun up there or nothing. I just jumped in the Ranger and ran up to the barn. And I'm sitting in there, and I'm just diddling myself around, feeding the cows and everything, not paying any attention to nothing. I walk over to the chicken pen to check the eggs in the chicken pen, and when I reached down to look to see where they was at on the ground, I looked, and I'm looking about eyeball to eyeball with a skunk, about 2 foot from my face. I jumped sky high and ran out the barn with this old bum leg of mine.
And, he didn't even have a gun.
And I didn't have no gun with me. But I said, you know what, he ain't going nowhere. So I drove all the way back to the house, got my gun, I went back up there.
He come walking in, he's going, oh, I just about had a fit. And he's just sitting there just moving around going, whoo. I said, what's going on? He said, I come eyeball to eyeball with a skunk. And I said, it didn't spray you? Because I couldn't smell anything.
No, he didn't spray.
And then he goes off, and when he comes back, I'm on the phone with the
Home Depot. Yeah.
And he's in here talking about a skunk, and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to talk to Home Depot. Yeah. I don't know how many times I get a skunk conversation.
Well, when I went back up there, I looked in the cage, and you know how skunks will do whenever they think they're hid, they'll ball up in a ball, and there ain't nothing with their little head sticking out of that ball, and they'll just lay there, thinking that they're hid from you. So I said, he thinks he's hid, so I just went ahead and finished feeding all the animals except the rabbits, because the rabbits was right next to where he was at. And I said, okay, I've got everything fed, and I don't miss when I shoot a gun. That's just one thing.
He was tempting fate, because if that skunk had decided he didn't like him at any point,
anyway,
he wouldn't have been living in the house with me for a while.
I backed off about 20 yards from the cage outside the barn out there, and I took my scope and dialed it in right smack between his eyes, and when I shot, he didn't even move. His little feet just went to quivering, because for good measure, I popped another one in the same exact spot, and I stood there for a moment. I didn't smell nothing, and I started walking in the barn and still didn't smell nothing. I said, good, maybe I killed him fast enough that he don't stink. And when I walked up to the cage, instantaneously, the smell just started coming out of the cage. I just ran out the barn, you know. and I didn't go back till the next day.
That's where he came in and was telling me that he had to run out of the barn. And I'm trying to talk to somebody at Home Depot while he's telling me about a skunk in the background.
Oh, man.
But now it did stink the barn up, but not as bad as the last one.
Not as bad as the last one did. I mean,
the last one still smells like skunk from where that one...
From months ago.
Yeah, it's been
this one, I mean,
months.
The next day I went up there and took something hooked onto the cage and drug it out of the barn. And I put on a pair of old gloves that wasn't no good, and I dumped the cage, dumped him out of the live thing out in the woods. And the barn don't even hardly smell from him. It smells from the one 2 or 3 months ago still.
3B, our rabbits don't eat very much. I don't know why. What kind are these?
These are the Tamuk rabbits. I buy about 50 pounds of feed every 2 months.
Not a lot, and we do feed them like green stuff and different veggies and stuff. So they really like their green stuff more than they like that feed. But they eat some every day. Yeah,
the Tamuk rabbits from Texas seems to be the best rabbits that we've ever owned as far as they create a lot of rabbit poop, because that's why we have them, just for the rabbit fertilizer. We don't breed them. And they don't eat a lot. Now, they love sweet potatoes. They love greens. I mean, they'll eat all that stuff. Corn stalks. I mean, anything like that, they'll just eat away on that. But the feed, they don't hardly... let me put it to you this way. This cup right here holds more feed than 3 rabbits will eat in 2 days. So they're not very many.
All right, I'm looking for a question.
Miss Vicky said, when anything dies, the sphincter releases. Yeah, I done figured that out. But the good thing about it was it didn't spray it everywhere. It just released it.
Okay, where did I send her stuff? Some way or other I'm missing
What?
Lippy's. I sent Lippy question.
Oh.
And I messed up because I don't know. Did I send her something on the cornmeal so we could give that away? I'm trying to find it.
Oh, let's see here. I'm sitting here looking at some of the stuff at yes, the skunks will eat the heads off of your chickens. We started out with 13 chickens and we're down to 7 chickens now because occasionally a skunk will get in there and it will eat the head off of one of them. That's why I'm so avid about taking these skunks out.
Okay, so I'm going to ask the question right quick, and Miss Lippy's going to be looking for a winner, and this is for cornmeal.
The Danny cornmeal.
So that you can try that. And on the cornmeal, now this cornmeal can be sifted and you can have your grits and your corn flour, or you can just use it as cornmeal, whichever way you want. The question is, what type of bread did I make this week with the Danny cornmeal?
What type of cornbread did Ms. Wanda make? DC46 says, will you ever have sheep again? Probably not. To be honest with you, we
thought about it this year. We could have gotten some sheep from Tam.
Yeah.
And we were going to get like 6.
She's got it.
Okay. Lippy will let me know.
Grandma Prepper 2022.
Winner. Okay, so poke up which one won. Somewhere along the way.
All right, Miss Lippy, put it back up.
On, Lippy.
Okay, Lippy, throw it up there. She says I already got the winner.
I know. Grandma prepped.
Grandma prepped.
Prepped. I guess that's the way it said. Grandma prepped.
Yeah.
Send me an
Grandma Prepper is the winner.
Okay, Grandma Prepper. Send me your email address at deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com. It was sweet potato cornbread that I made.
Yeah.
And I told that in a video that went up today. So
she's already said thank you.
Okay. That way she can try it.
Child of God says can't type fast enough.
And over on Patreon, Danny will pick a winner and I will type that in, if not tonight, sometime tomorrow. So we will send out 2 things of cornmeal first of the week.
Yeah. Okay. Now.
Yeah, Danny eats, when I made a big thing of sweet potato cornbread, and he'll eat on that every meal until it's all gone.
I'm going to tell you what, I could literally, to be honest with you, I could literally sit down and eat that whole pound of cornbread and let that just be my whole meal. But I know what would happen if I did. It'd be a long time before I got another one, plus I'd just feel sick. You know?
He knows to make it last a little while because I'm like, just a little bit.
Yeah.
One of Carrie's T-shirts on her site says just the tip, and it's got a bullet in the center of it.
Really? Oh, that's a cool shirt.
Y'all want just the tip? That's why they come here, just for the tip.
Yeah.
Now that wasn't why she designed the shirt, I don't think, but I thought it was funny.
Double A says, I'm 51 today. Does anyone know what today is besides my birthday? Yes, it is the birthday of Pearl Harbor.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Double A.
Can you fry with the corn flour? Yes.
Yes.
And you can make roux with the corn flour. That's something that I've been doing, and Tim figured it out the other day. He made roux with it, and he said it turned out really good.
Okay. Oh, let's see here. Well, it's getting to be time for y'all to put up your prayer requests. I just looked down and see it's 4 minutes till 8.
Yes.
So definitely, Jan says she's gonna have cornbread with cane syrup tomorrow morning for breakfast.
Oh, cornbread with cane syrup.
With cane syrup.
I bet that sweet potato cornbread be good with
I bet that would. Yeah.
Oh my, y'all! I made Azure. What was that? The mashed potatoes for lunch.
Atala Farms. It's not gonna hurt to put them out. Go ahead and put them out.
A lot of people want to know about the Azure haul and what I get. I tried the mashed potatoes, the instant mashed potatoes, and they were pretty good. Danny said they were a little starchy.
They're starchy. You can stand a spoon up in them and let go of them.
I could have added a little more milk.
You could.
I was afraid to put too much.
Yeah.
But they had a really good taste. I put butter, salt and pepper, and milk in mine. And actually, I told him, I said, it's nice to have something really quick like instant potatoes. So
yeah.
If you order through Azure, check out the instant potatoes. I bet that'd be good with cheese and everything else added to them too. All right. Who else? A lot of prayer requests going up. Will broccoli survive frost?
A light frost, yes, it will.
Let's see where we're at. Cornbread with cabbage, taters, and kielbasa.
Okay.
They're saying happy birthday, Mr. Danny. It's not his birthday.
No. Song of Joy says, Danny, are those blue block glasses you're wearing? If yes, are they helping your vision? Yes, these are the blue block glasses. They do seem to take the intense glare off of the computer from hurting my eyes. Yes, they do. Do they make my eyes any better? No, they do not. I mean, I can see better, but they don't help your eyes.
Fran, they are organic potatoes and they don't have any extra additives to them, like some. So yeah, they had a good taste. Prayers that the cancer doesn't come back for Dana. Missy V Butterfly Unspoken.
I've seen several unspoken.
Happy anniversary, Anne Marie. All right, so
Auntie Ann says she's having her bottom teeth pulled for dentures on Tuesday.
All right, Everett says they made sweet potato biscuits that were delicious and used sorghum they made. Oh man, I may have to try. Well, it's hard for me to make biscuits for Danny because he can't eat wheat flour. He hasn't had a good.
I ain't had a good cat head biscuit in probably, I don't know,
6 years.
Probably 10 years.
No, it ain't been quite that long.
It seems like it's been forever.
It's been about 6 years.
It's been a pretty good while.
Okay.
Joe Mama says Scott may have had a small stroke and he won't go to the hospital.
Yeah, we will be praying for you too.
Jeff Jackson says, is Azure Standard a subscription?
No.
No.
You can order every month, or you don't have to order every month. You go on and order what you want. There's no fees. You can sign up. You can use our code.
We have a link. You're going to link down in the description down below.
But there's a code for the first time buyers can get 10 or 15% off. It's new. I think it's new 15, NEW 15.
Right.
If it's your first time, everything's organic and it's not really more expensive than anything you would buy as far as good food in a grocery store. Now, if you buy the junk food, yeah, you would think it's expensive. But I priced like butter to butter, different oatmeal to oatmeal, organic stuff, and yeah, it's same price or cheaper in some instances.
Okay, I guess it's about time for us to have our. Oh man, I don't need them glasses on. That's for sure. It's so aggravating for me to wear glasses. It drives me up the wall. Oh, Father, thank you once again for the wonderful afternoon here visiting with our friends tonight. Many prayer requests have gone up for just all types of healing that needs to be done to the body, Lord, and to the mind. People that have had surgery over a year ago, they're hoping that their problems don't come back with cancer, Lord. We're asking special prayers for them. We want to take time before we do too much more and say thank you for all the prayers that have been answered and the great results that people have gotten back from their tests, and how some people are feeling better. And Lord, it's always a blessing when people take time to acknowledge the simple fact that you have answered their prayers, and we praise you for that. And tonight we're asking you, as being the great physician, to look down upon all the comments that's been made here tonight. No matter how small or how insignificant it may seem, Father, they're all great in your eyes because your children are making requests to you. And tonight we ask that you answer all of these requests. And one thing I used to say quite frequently, and I still say it pretty often, is tonight, Lord, show out tonight. Show out. Show them that you're God. Show them that you're the leader of their life, Father. Show them that you're the one and the only true living God. Stand in the gap for them and heal their bodies, and become a blessing to them. Give them peace and comfort. And for those that's lost, give them the peace that passes all understanding. And let them know that the loss it's only for a short while. We'll all be together one day. Even us sitting here tonight in this chat, one day we're going to all sit down by that river, and we're going to sit and talk about the nights that we did the live streams, Father. What a joy that'll be. And Father, thank you for being so kind to us. We pray tonight for the leaders of our country. You have allowed us to have certain people in positions of authority now. And Lord, the only difference between them and what we've had in the past is that they just need prayer. I mean, if we don't hold them up as your people, then they'll end up just like the others will. So tonight we ask a special blessing upon the leaders of our country as we are on the brink of a world war blown out at the seams. Father, we're just asking that you'll give us a little bit more time tonight. We love you. We appreciate all that you do for us. We ask that you do forgive us where we failed you. We ask this in Christ's name. Amen.
So we want to thank everybody for the things that we've been giving away. I forgot to mention earlier, Silver Run Coffee Crafters. You can find them on Facebook. They have, I think, 11 varieties of coffee. We'll be giving some away every weekend on live streams. We want to thank Kathy and Mickey Hill from Hills Mills Homestead. Y'all check them out on Facebook and check out their website. Who else? What else did we give away? Carrie's site, rcfdesigns.com. Check her site out. Next week will be Miss Lippy at Miss Lippy's Blends or Bayou Blends. I'm not sure how she's
We'll have more stuff next week.
Yeah. And I forgot to mention the Alexa Pure filter that we're going pitcher.
We're going to be giving away an Alexa
pitcher.
Pure water pitcher.
So we got quite a few things going on, you guys.
Yeah.
You got a tip? I forgot to ask you earlier.
Oh.
Miss Gail says she's been in the ER since Thanksgiving, so please pray for her. Miss Gail Davis.
Miss Gail Davis. Miss Gail, we will keep you in our prayers. Darlene Wright says, is Chris giving away squirrel? Laugh out loud. No, Chris didn't even shoot the squirrel. He was so caught up in filming him that he just sit and watched him. Now, I'm seriously considering doing a squirrel hunting video and skinning of squirrels and cooking them and stuff like that. I just hadn't made my mind up yet if I want to do it or not. But
well, he knows I've been busy and I can't follow him around, because he would have done that this afternoon and I didn't have time.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah.
But maybe one day this week.
Yeah.
All right, tip.
Oh, everybody wants to know a tip for tonight. Guys, and I almost started getting into it a while ago, but I was like, I'm going to have to hold off. Talking about the magnetic poles of the sun has flipped, according to science. The magnetic north and the magnetic south of the sun has flipped. What that means is that we are now in danger of that sends us into a solar maximum, which we are in solar cycle 25. Y'all have heard me talk about this. I've known this for quite a while now. We could very easily now have a Carrington event all over again because we're in a solar maximum. Now this is not going to affect it's not going to make the Earth's magnetic poles flip. It will play a factor in some of the magnetosphere issues, like the northern lights, which is nothing. Northern lights is nothing more than high doses of radiation. People always wonder why stuff in Alaska grows to be as big as it is and everything. Is because of the magnetosphere up there, how it's affecting the soil and how it's irradiating the soil up there. And it's I can't go into a lot of deep stuff about that, but when you see the northern lights going all the way down to Mexico and Florida and Carolinas and stuff like this is not good, guys. It's very dangerous, as a matter of fact, because what it means is the Earth is getting inundated with radiation, and our bodies are absorbing high amounts of radiation during these particular times. So we are going to experience in 2025, according to science and the people that I've spoken with, a hotter summer than normal. Possible temperatures up to 140 degrees in some spots. Not everywhere will see that, but some spots will. Violent hurricanes, violent winter storms, severe drought, atmospheric flooding will happen. You'll see, they'll say you're only going to get a couple of inches of rain and you'll end up with 10 to 20 inches of rain. Because of what's called an atmospheric river. That's water that's held in the upper atmosphere until the right situation happens in the clouds, and it allows it to all just fall all at once, like what happened in Helene up in North Carolina. We are, gosh, I have to think about what I can say and what I can't say on YouTube. It's going to be 2025 is going to be a very challenging year. Let's just put it that way. It's going to be very challenging and most of it's going to have to do with the weather. Now we are on high alert in this country. Let me go ahead and tell you that we're on high alert. We have what's called nuclear sniffers that have been running up and down the East Coast, mainly in New York, Florida, and the West Coast, because there is some chatter out there, and I have to use the word chatter. I can't say too much. Wanda's motion under the table here for me to watch what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. There is some chatter out there that before January the 21st, there's a high probability that we may experience something here in the United States that we've never experienced before. I would love to just tell you what it is, but I can't. But let's just put it this way. If it happens, you're not going to be able to go outside for quite a long time. And if you do, you will get radiation poisoning, okay? They're also looking for another Chernobyl possibly to happen in the United States. and there's a few states that's target areas. I can't really say what they are. One's just popping me on my knee under here.
It's time to stop.
I know. She says
It's enough.
I'm gonna say too much, ain't I?
Yeah, because they're already having issues. Some of them.
Yeah. But anyway, what about the cryptocurrency? Barb says 2025 is supposed to be the year that they actually start implementing this. They had actually said that they was going to try to have it by December of 2024, but I think they've ran into, it's all in place, but I think they are waiting till after January the 20th to actually begin to implement anything, just because.
Yep.
And guys, don't be surprised what's going to happen between now and January the 20th with the administration that's there now. I mean,
well, the administration that was elected, they're not there now.
True.
One of them's who knows where, and the other one was in Africa.
Yeah, true.
They're not there.
There's nobody running our. Well, there is somebody running our country. It's not the president. It's a council that's actually running the country. And
I mean, since when can everybody be gone all at one time and nobody? Well, I guess it happens all the time. So
well, I mean, no, there's a council that runs everything. It's not the president. Don't actually run anything. I mean,
I know, but you don't see them. I mean, there 4 years of not seeing anybody.
Yeah.
Very, very little.
Very little.
Okay, before I get in trouble.
Okay. Anyway, that's your tip for tonight. Just be aware. Let me put it to you this way. Go ahead and make your plans now and start setting up some kind of a plan about how you're going to garden if the temperature gets even hotter than what it's been, or if the cold weather, let's do a hypothetical situation and say this winter the wind starts blowing in excess of 100 miles an hour, and the temperature drops to negative freezing, power goes out, and there's no way they can put any lines back up for days on end. Do you have a way to heat your home? You know, because this is a high probability this year. Next year for sure, but this year it's a very high probability it could still happen. There's not much time left in December, but it's still a probability that it could happen. More than likely next year, but it could still happen this year. So, and the sad part about it is, if it gets as hot as they say it's going to get and as dry as they say it's going to get, then growing a garden is going to be very difficult if you're not in a controlled environment, like a high tunnel or something that you can control. You know, put a shade cloth on to break some of the heat off, or hoop houses that you can break some of the heat off.
But I mean, even like Jim is saying, in 100-mile-per-hour winds, those type things, the wind could catch them.
True. I mean,
So,
our high tunnels has stood 100-mile-an-hour winds before.
But not continuous.
But not continuous ones.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and let me just say this. If the Earth's pole was to flip, now this is another hypothetical situation here, but it's worth looking at. If the poles of our planet was to flip, we could possibly be looking for, it's a 22-day period that we could be experiencing winds close to 200 miles an hour and water going into places that it's never been before. You know, I mean, very little would survive.
And it's not long term. It's
no,
a temporary thing.
It's a temporary
just like
thing.
Hurricanes and everything else, they're all temporary.
Yeah.
But yet you got to get through that to get to the next.
And there is chatter out there that the core of the Earth has stopped turning and is just sitting still, with a possibility that it could start turning backwards. And let's just pray that don't happen. But you know, let's let's just pray that God is good to us, and He will. Of course, guys, I got to say this. We all know that in the scriptures, it tells us that there's going to be massive issues happen upon the earth. There's going to be earthquakes in diverse places, which means different places. It tells us that the seas are going to be roaring. It tells us that every mountain will be moved out of its place. I mean, it tells us all these things that are going to happen to the earth, and yet we don't seem to really believe it. And science is telling us that it's going to happen. They just don't want us to know it. Like Apophis. They keep telling us that Apophis is going to just gradually graze by the earth and not really hit it, but the information that I'm getting says that it is going to make contact with the earth, and they don't want people to know because they don't want them to freak out. So, anyway, that's enough for tonight, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. You done now?
I guess I need to be quiet. I mean, I could keep going.
I know you could, but it's 8:18.
I know. I done spent 18 minutes of telling them about that stuff. Okay.
There's more time.
California had a 7.0 earthquake, is correct. 7.3 to be exact. Jackson, Mississippi's had 3 2.5s. And there is all kind of new fault zones that I could tell you guys about in the United States, and it would probably not make you happy where you live at.
All right. Put your trust in the Lord.
Yep.
And just keep your eyes open. When these things start happening, know that there's another side. I always look at it like when I was having my children. I knew that once the labor started, there's going to be a time on the other side when that baby's here and the labor pains go away.
Right.
So you got to kind of look at it like that. The Bible even talks about it's like a woman in travail when she's having a baby. So you've got to get through those labor pains to get to the other side. And the other side is different from what you're going through in this painful areas. So don't freak out about it. Just be prepared.
And Melinda says that there was tremors in Gaucher this morning.
Wow.
I mean, guys, man.
Gaucher's what?
Gaucher's about 30 minutes.
30 minutes from here?
About 45 minutes from here.
45?
Yeah.
Not long.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Just watch and pray and put your hope in the Lord and
keep your faith strong.
Keep your faith
Thank
strong.
You, Miss Carolyn.
I've tried to tell y'all for a long time to build your faith. One last thing I will say. Would it freak you out? I'm going to ask a question. If you walked outside your door of your house and there was something in your yard standing there that was over 12 feet tall, what would you do? What would you do? In the Bible, it says, in the latter days of an age, men's hearts will fail them for fear of what's coming upon and on the earth. There's something coming on the earth that's going to make men's hearts fail for fear. In other words, they're going to have a heart attack and die. So, just a hint, if something over 12 feet tall was seen standing in your yard, what would you do?
Run, lock the door, hit my knees, change my drawers. Yeah, all of the above.
There's only one thing you can do, okay?
I would say
guns
Jesus.
Guns ain't gonna stop it.
Bluesky said I would say Jesus.
You got to rebuke it
in the name of
rebuke
Jesus.
it in the name of Christ, and it will go away. Because I'm telling you, my friends, it's going to happen. Matter of fact, it's already happening. To be honest with you, it's already happening. So, just be prepared. There's strange things coming upon the earth. They've been here all along, but they're fixing to become more visible because they're being invited by people. Okay? I ain't going to say no more.
Thank you, guys. We'll see y'all next week, and we'll have more
giveaways.
and keep watching Pecan Grove now.
Yep.
Because we're
subscribe
giving
to Pecan Grove. Please subscribe to Pecan Grove. So, because that's where all the videos are.
You're preaching to the choir here.
I know, but I know. I love everybody here, but I mean, it's just like share it on your medias. Do whatever you need to do, because the things that I'm trying to show you guys, you're going to need in the near future.
Yeah, and over at Pecan Grove, you have to watch the videos. You have to, if I pop something up, you have to read it. You have to check out the descriptions, check out the first comment, because you never know where I'm going to tell you or what I'm going to tell you about a giveaway.
Right.
And so over there, we're just playing games. That's the way I've been doing the giveaways there. And if you're on Patreon, there's going to be some giveaways off and on for the next couple of weeks on Patreon too. So we're trying to include as many people. And one reason we're doing a lot of small giveaways is because I don't think it's fair to give out, like, say, a car to one person. I'd rather give out a whole bunch of little things. We can't afford a car anyway.
No, I can't give nobody a car. I can't even provide my own
well,
self
that's
a
the
one,
first
hardly.
thing that popped into my mind.
Good Lord.
But anyway, I could give away one big prize and one person gets it. This way, a lot of little prizes, and a lot of people are blessed with things that hopefully they can use. So we'll see y'all next week and at Pecan Grove.
Yes. Did you click out of everything?
No, wait. There's something.